by Vantage Point Company. This is audio only and no picture, so if you're looking for a picture, you will not find one. I have had many questions lately regarding the upcoming company auditions and what it's all about. And let me start by saying, yes, everyone is going to need to re-audition. I'd like to explain to you what we're doing is we're actually going to be putting the dancers into basically two different groups. We want to refocus our groups and with their strengths and determination and all of their abilities, and we're going to put them in two groups so that everyone has the best possibility to be as successful as possible. As you know, one of our mantras is always that we do not ever really want to set a child up for failure, and putting them into two groups is going to, once again, put them with dancers with like focus and like strengths. Some of the things that we're going to be looking for in the auditions to make this determination is not just in the audition, but we are going to assess how much improvement they have had over this past year. And sometimes we don't always see the improvement right away, but we see the work ethic. And if the dancer is working very hard and has the desire to work towards improvement, then we know that we're going to see improvement along the way. We're also going to be looking at some required dance skills to determine which group of company they go into. Their skill level is going to determine their placement, along with our observation from throughout the year in regards to how coachable they are, how well they receive correction and implement it, how their attitude is when they are receiving that and in class, as well as how their attendance has been. And that will give us an overall idea as to how positive they are as a company member. So I think that we have seen that some dancers are able to commit more of themselves, which that's going to put them in a different sort of capacity as somebody that is not as committed but still wants to compete. So we want to keep those separated so that everyone is competing with dancers that are similar to them. So that's our whole reason for our auditions. So yes, it is imperative that anybody that is continuing with company next year re-audition at one of our audition dates. We will be sending out some packets very soon with information that is how we are prorating you through the year. This is going to make things really clear for you so that you know how much it's going to cost to have one of your dancers in company. So we will be getting that information out to you. I'm hoping within the week. We have it. I'm just waiting for it from the photocopier. So we'll get that out, and then you can make more informed decisions. We also, at that time of those auditions, are going to also be holding auditions for our performance team, our performance company. Now, some of you are asking, what is performance company? It is for those dancers that no longer or never have wanted to compete. And sometimes also we have physical limitations with our bodies, but I don't feel that a physical limitation should impede a child from the experience of getting to perform. So that might also be a good place for someone that has some physical limitations. Now, what are we going to be doing with that? They're going to be learning dances much like we do in company. And instead of going and entering competitions and receiving the critiques from them, you're going to be doing shows like South Florida Fair. I'm going to be booking us some shows at different venues. So I would like to say that I'm going to try and get us out performing about 6 to 8 times over the season or over the school year. So is it possible to be in competition company as well as performance company? Yes, it absolutely is. The performance company is going to rehearse on the weekends that competition company is not. Now, do I recommend it? I recommend it if you have a dancer that is one of those that is all in. Because that means, first of all, they are not opposed to coming to all of those rehearsals. And secondly, all of that experience gained from performing over and over is invaluable. I'm sure that you all agree that you see the difference in your dancers from competition number 1 to competition number 4. There is huge growth and there is a confidence level on stage. So the more that we perform, the better we get on stage. So if that is something that is right for your dancer, just know that they do not need to come to a separate audition for that. They just need to stipulate that they would like to also be considered for performance company. All right, hopefully I've answered a few of your questions, and I'm super happy with our kids. I think they did such a great job. I loved the faces I was seeing on stage, and yay to accusations for hitting that one home. And oh, I can't even go into length of all of the people I need to congratulate. Let's also give a shout out to Alyssa for Miss Dance Explosion. Anyway, so have a great night, everybody, and talk to you later.